Hey, good morning to you. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the MLive Morning Weather Update, and I am here to cheer you up. After we talk about some snow, the cheer up is all free too. So let's get to it. We have to talk some really ugly weather for today, tonight, and tomorrow to start May. But then I'm going to look at what normally happens in May and what's going to happen. And we do have some much better weather on the way. Hey, let's say hi to folks. Anna Heights, Heinz, good morning to you. And good morning, Kathy Cyphers from Grass Lake, Michigan. Chilly Grass Lake. Ed Johnson joining us from Waterford. And Gloria Burt, good morning. All right, here we go. So, yeah, that's snow. Now, we have a cold pattern for today, tonight, tomorrow. During the day, it's going to be hard to have any accumulating snow. It's May 1st. You wouldn't know it here in Michigan, right? They've already had 11 inches of snow up in the UP. Some places maybe even a little bit more. So during the day, rain, maybe at times looking like snow, but not accumulating. Tonight, when it gets colder, that's when the snow could stick. All right, so here's the radar. Here's another thing. I left one of my tabs open on my browser from Friday, and I wanted to show you this. This was what the European said for right now, today, on Friday. Bear in mind, a very bizarre pattern, and it nailed it. So I just want to show you that. So this is from Friday, and this was the forecast for this morning right now. And look at the actual radar. Very, very similar, wouldn't you say? So I just want to show you that that's a victory of meteorology in that we are highly, highly accurate. All right. So here's the radar forecast. And you'll see what I'm talking about is the model tries to forecast snow, but mostly as we go into the nighttime hours. Okay, so here we go through the day today, 10, 11, 12, 1. And what's going to happen is the southeast, Saginaw, Flint, Detroit, Ann Arbor, you're going to have mostly dry conditions until we get into the late afternoon and evening, and then the rain and snow starts to head your way. Now, this is this evening, 10 o'clock tonight. It could be snowing just about anywhere, mixed still even with some rain at night. And we go to 3, 4, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Look at that. It looks like March 1st instead of May 1st. Noon tomorrow, still a nasty day tomorrow with off and on showering conditions. Hey, good morning, Ipsy and Susie McIntosh. And then by Tuesday night, just showers left over in the thumb. And by Wednesday, we should be dry. All right, here it is. This is the model that I like in this situation. High resolution, rapid refresh. And yeah, there it is. Gaylord, Mansalona, Kalkaska, Traverse City area, down to Cadillac, higher elevations. 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight and tomorrow. And I would not be surprised to see anywhere have a little bit of a light dusting on the grass. Anywhere. Grand Rapids, Saginaw, Flint, Ann Arbor, Detroit, anywhere in there. Lansing. Look at the UP. Could be another foot or so of some snow. All right, so now we've focused on the ugly. Let's get on to the better times. So the storm's going to pull off, and we're going to get what we call an omega block. You remember if you ever, were on frat row in college, omega was this almost like a horseshoe looking shape. We're going to have an omega block form, and we're going to be generally under the good part of the omega block. An omega block has a stormy part, a dry part, and another stormy part. and we're going to be under the mostly dry part, which will bring us a slow warming trend. So here's the European model showing the circulation around the storm center. This is into Tuesday, and then this is Tuesday night. Then we go to Wednesday morning. It hangs it on a little bit. Judy Boomer wants to know when to open our pools. You're going to see we're going to start to get 70s. I think you'll be right on track of your normal, Memorial Day weekend pool opening type thing. This is Thursday. We're dry, and this is Thursday night. We're dry. So we will have storm systems coming toward us under the Omega block, but they will have a tough time holding together. Now, here's the European model out to 10 days, okay? So I think right there you can clearly pick out, where the Gulf Coast states are. You can see Michigan, you can see California. So here's the storm moving on to the east, okay? And then we go to Friday, and we're dry. And we go to Saturday, and what's happening is you don't see the Omega block on this surface pattern because it's a pattern aloft. Christy Carlson, yes, allergies are bad for everyone right now. Now, this is next Monday, and see the storm system trying to come toward us and just dying out. That's because it's moving into an upper level situation that is not conducive for storm systems. So generally, we're going to be fairly dry going forward. Now, look at these temperatures. Okay, so don't look at today, 37 to 42. Tomorrow is cold too. And then Wednesday, we jump back to the 50s, most areas. And Thursday, we try to make a hint at 60 degrees. And then Friday, we're in the 62 to 68 degree range. And Saturday in the low 60s. And Sunday back to 65 to 70. And then next Monday, this time next week, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, and Tuesday in the 70s, and Wednesday in the 70s. And you notice the pattern is not looking really splotchy on 70s by the time we get to midweek of next week. It's looking more widespread. In other words, spring will have sprung. Look at the 6 to 10 day forecast. Let me get it so you can see both of them. So 6 to 10 day forecast leans toward normal conditions, drier than normal precipitation, and 8 to 14 day into May 14th, above normal temperatures slightly. Okay. Now, I do want to show you one last thing here. These are the normal high temperatures, which means a long-term average. So we take 30 years. So if you took the high temperature over today, May 1st, over the last 30 years, you would get an average. That's what this is. Watch what happens on our average high temperature just in a week from today, May 1st to May 8th. It shows you that this is a week coming up where historically we've fought off the cold, and you see a dramatic jump. And we're seeing that actually in the temperatures too. So this is the average high temperature today. Average high temperature would be 63, 64, Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor area, 63 Kalamazoo, 62 Grand Rapids and Saginaw Bay City, 63 in Flint, a 59 in Traverse City. Now let's just go a week out, and all of those jump 4 degrees or so. Looking at a week from now, next Monday, the average high temperature is 67. And we said that we might be really trying to do that or more by next Monday. 66 in Saginaw and Grand Rapids, and 62 in Traverse City. So we make a big jump. Just in 7 days, we have our long-term average jump about 4 degrees. And that means that it has really happened over the last 30 years. For whatever reason, we make a big jump. We've been going up a degree every 2 or 3 days. Now we jump up for a week, and then it kind of plugs on, of course, upward. So there you go. Let's take some questions. Eric C. Is there still cold air locked up in Canada? Late May cool down possible, pattern flip. Um, there's not a lot of cool locked up there after the storm pulls up. It's still up there. It's always up there, even in summer. But late May cool. If we're going into a warming trend for 2 or 3 weeks, probably would be tough to have something that's really cool, especially since we have a warming atmosphere and the atmosphere is wanted to be warm the whole year, aside from this goofy period in late March into April and now into the next couple of days. How's Memorial Day weekend looking, Beverly Immel? That's too far out just yet. Kylie Aldridge wants to bring on the warmer weather. Yes, Michael Predmore, the angle of the sun is changing, which means warmer weather. Yes, we know the story. The sun always wins out. If the sun doesn't win out, we've got a lot bigger problems than that, right? All right, cherry blossom starting in Williamsburg. I'm guessing that's the Williamsburg, northeast of Traverse City. Ken Forsyth says it's snowing in Pinconning. There you have it. Couple of ugly days. I will not sugarcoat that. And almost tolerable on Wednesday, tolerable on Thursday, pretty nice on Friday, and by next week, spring will have officially sprung. So there you go. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. As always, if you could do me a great favor, and MLive, hit the share button. This is how we give you the weather, and we think that although it's long-winded at times, it's thorough, especially if you have some planning to do and you know what to expect out into the future. Don't be depressed. Hopefully I cheered you up with the extended forecast. Take care.